Well, hello there. Am I too little? I don't know actually. Weep. Is this how big I was? No, wait. Hold on, hold on. This is to scale. Just kidding. Weep. Okay. So, I'll turn the game sound on too so you can hear it also. We are in the daytime in the game, and we can't use. Nobody can use their curse powers in the daytime. And we also have to find some guy before dawn. Before. Because he's gonna use his curse on everyone in the town and kill everyone. But that wouldn't be good. so yeah. And we'll continue with this story and go through them. Yes. It's Dimension. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make some good progress today. How's your cursed stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done with what limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. We gotta think first. We may be surrounded by curses and death, but it matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again. Okay. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a cursed stone that's already absorbed soul dredges, but I'm wondering if it would suffice not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. Oh, I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shimas, would it? Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it'd get the job done. I wouldn't let the monetary matters lead me to regret the way I did it back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. About the curse. Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate with in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dredges. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. Who did it? It was me. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's guaranteed. Garden. It's garnered. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dredges. And for what those cursed stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dredges yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation would be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind all this? You mentioned hearing an agonizing voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curse in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So, you're thinking this person is not one of the is not one of the curse bearers. You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dredges if they were after the rite. This would be very risky, since a curse bearer, they likely themselves would become a target. So, it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right. But despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dredges themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the soul dredges while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is a safer course of action, which is why I figured it best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dredges, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing more than but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught. Do you want to give up, ma'am? Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curse ourselves. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with ukioi? With ukioi in the curriculum, pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the cursed stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Wait. Is that the daughter of someone? I guess she must be a daughter of someone. No, one of the cops. Or that, you know. Susumi? Wait, I have their names here. Tetsuo Susumi. Yes. Does it have the daughter? His daughter's name in here? Where? Yes, okay. Oh yeah, no, she's the one that's with the guy with the glasses. Wait, I get it. The guy with the glasses, which is... No, that's the kid. That's the mom. No. Wait. I love her hair. Very cute. Very pretty. I like her design too. Very cute. Okay. Well, that's okay. We don't need to look for the characters. Next is a tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinchicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works at the secretary? I can read sometimes. Oh, wait, no, it's the guy we played at the first part. Secretary to Haku Soaps. Chairwoman, I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka? Takumi. Oh, okay, that was the guy that was following us in the first part. Yes, this guy. Okay. Yes. They've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seemed to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assumed she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment have been shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many companies about chemical plants dumping... Oh, many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you're well. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ha! Now that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seems to be out collecting soldiers, right? Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him, though. I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh. You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the right of resurrection? The one who lives near here? His name is Hideki Ariashi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved. How awfully suspicious. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more about... I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. Wait. I want to see if we can find more birds. Because we already found the one that was there. There could be another bird sticker. Okay. Nope. I prefer to ascertain. Who else is a curse bearer? First, I'll return to Hihaku's soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warigetsu Street. Am I gonna... Okay. It says the same thing there. And I get Wade. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Koehei Jonouchi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnappings are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. This isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shireshi's residence. It'd be wise to pay a visit. Understood. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shireshi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true, both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved with the killings. How? What if there was a what if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mystery curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you weren't to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curse on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do if you still can't use the cursed stone? Taking a walk around, What do you want to do if you still can't use the cursed stone? Taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right. Let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, man. Woo! Move! Oh. Would there be birds on here? No. Okay, we'll go here. We'll go... get... soap. Soup! I meant soup. And I get some water. The Hihaku Soap headquarters are on the other side of South Rarigatsu Street. The more close when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Let's look for those birds. No, there are no birds. Think. So, an influential person at Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. Richter proposed we use money to negotiate for the cursed stones, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps. Okay. Eek. Okay, it'll say the same thing. I guess we go get tea? Or we go to the park? We're here. This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. Ooh, there's a tree here. It seems picking up Ayame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I'd prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movement. Then, be my guest. Okay, I shouldn't be long. There he goes. I'm back, ma'am. So, nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building. The building it's in. Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? Okay, we will make progress. And the high school. Here we are at ground zero. Yamagata High School. I guess it's logical that the policies got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. 2 people have died. A teacher named Kohei Jonoichi, and a student, Michio Shiraishi. Is there anything else to be gained here? If there's a bird sticker, maybe? We gotta find it. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expected the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. Can I ask around and see what the students have to say? Yeah. Alright. I'll go ask the students about Michio. Meow. Meow. I'm back, ma'am. So, what did you learn? That school kid sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonoichi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi. Really? The story's got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently, he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pig-tailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some were proposing it was Michio, brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easily it was to obtain what should be confidential information. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no. Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shireishi's house. Michio's home. I'd expect her family to be able to tell us more, but it's a hard topic to bring up so soon after her suicide. However, it's normal for a high school girl to keep things hidden from her parents, especially if it involves criminal activity. Michio. Bum bum bum. How'd it go? I went to visit Michio Shireishi's family home, however, no one seems to be there. I got no answer at the door, and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. I want to find the bird. No bird. I don't understand why no one's come to this house even after Michio committed suicide. I wonder if this place is okay. Oh wait, no, I already did that. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out, the Shireishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year. That's so. I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, Toshioko? Michio's mom, Toshioko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A human? Yeah, I guess, yeah, that'd be human. A man recognized as Toshiko's common law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kenkichiro Iwai. Kenkichiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow, everyone knew his name. So, what of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from their home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. That's terrible. As if that wasn't unsettling enough. Every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the shiraishi's standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. That's awful. And then, Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals express sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the shiraishis entirely and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. It seems they were still considered outsiders, even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good for nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined. Is that a word? Determined! She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Whoa. The Trishis were dealt with a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping? But the Shiraishi certainly hadn't lucked out with their bringing such a violent man into it. Okay, we're done talking to him. And I think that's all for that. I guess we move? No. Check your surroundings. It's a bit quieter over here. It's a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? Okay. High school. Park. That's where we're at. Looked out, bringing. Okay. Can imagine what it's like. I've never liked these messy and cluttered back streets. They give me the jitters every time. It's reassuring to have someone as strong and tall as Richter accompanying me. He looks so unfazed. I suppose a detective is used to this kind of thing, always investigating and chasing criminals. I wouldn't be cut out for it. Do I... How do I move on? Do we go back to... Ooh, that's not how we go back. Ba-bum. Ooh. Yeah, let's go back here and we'll see. This is Kumagata High School. I guess there haven't been any developments. They're all dressed up for school in another world. I might have had the chance to see my son in uniform too. Okay, we did that. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. I can see that. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information. That's right, I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again. I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself come in. What's this about? Ah, actually, just forget I said anything. Oh, okay, I'm done talking to him. Okay. They're all just... I guess we go back here? Okay. We've done that. To think a small soap-making company could grow... To think a small soap-making company could grow to so much. such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. Excuse me. You can see why a director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Ooh. Oh, okay, so we have the company here now. Nice. You mentioned that Takumi works here. What works as your security? That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as the next prize.
Would be nice.
Hello, Stratos. How's it going? And I'll get some water. Oh, I gotta...
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Moth. Hello. How's it going? What were you up to? How are you? Hello. How was the... I can talk. How was the stream? Hello, Flowery Tommy. Oh my god, thank you for following. You got a little dancing guy there. Not bad, that's good. That's good. Oh, what? Oh, I did it backwards. There we go, that's why. Your favorite mannequin possessed by a feline? How are you? I'm good. That is true. I'm a 1 foot tall mannequin. Oh, but if you need to raid and run Moth, that is absolutely okay. Do take care of yourself. Oh yeah, I also need to get water. I would be a mannequin because I have many different outfits. And posable, pose. I can talk. Posable arms, there we go. 1 foot? Is that the lore? Is it the bite of 87? Yes, it's the bite of 87. Not the year 87, but 87 bites, actually. Yes, well, that is the lore, actually. I was thinking about it, and for a little bit, I thought maybe I'd have my height as my IRL height, but you bit burns 87 times. Well, I mean, cats bite rats. Chow 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 chow. Oh yeah, I gotta get water. $87. Fair. Yeah. And then... well, I don't know what happened after that. Something? I'm a little... I don't know. Oh wait, I need... wait, never mind. No, I'll get the water. There we go. You're a little silly, but we love you. You're a little silly. Yay! Thank you. That's good. I'm glad that a little silly is the perfect thing of my personality. Yes. I can talk. I'm a little tired today. I was very busy. But I wanted to stream and get some more of this story out. Yes. Oh no, I dropped the thing I was holding. That's okay. It was just paper. Yippee! Hope you rest well soon and have a good one. Yes! Yeah! Oh, I'm gonna keep going. But yes, I will rest after after the stream. Yeah! But thank you, yeah. Thank you. That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may provide difficult. I think. So an influential person at Haihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. Richter proposed we use money to negotiate for the cursed stones. But we could hardly outbid a lot. Oh wait, I already read that. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps? Wait, you said that last time, but... Oh, did I check surroundings? No, that's the building. I'm going to go in. I'm going in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill. Okay. Good luck in there. And I just stood there the entire time. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a cursed stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about the fallen item after I ran into him last night, however. You said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you talking about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I have all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You're a curse bearer, no? No, maybe? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess. I am a curse bearer. I possess the cursed stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the pro per per pro pre 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 puro prerogative prerogative. It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've attained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. Excuse me. So you're telling me the Queen of Aihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo, who was gallantly working behind the scenes, exercising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of. Tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse-bearers into unspeakable actions. If you truly understand understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many cursed stones have you acquired so far? If what you are telling me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6? Whoa! I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment, considering its importance have been keeping it in mind. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to. But I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I oblig. And that's how it went. So they aren't after the right after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 cursed stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company's plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. He seems rather desperate to get hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul treasures. Perhaps the people at Aihaku are the masterminds behind the curse being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her security have div- divulged, 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 divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hayaku's chairwoman has a godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from any mistake. That's unsettling. How interesting that the Queen of Hayaku, or the witch, whatever she is trying to get her hands on the right of resurrection. It's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. Think. Oh wait, no, we already did that. Oh, wow. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of Aihaku's employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I've reason to believe Aihaku's soaps is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. We should avoid Aihaku for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. Okay, I was just looking for the bird stickers. We move. To the park. Back. We went backwards. We're here. This is at Midoricho Park. What a waste of time. We should move on quickly. Maybe a waste of time. This place is connected with the story of Taiko of Suguru? Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai's home. Hokusai's home was also in this area. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. Wow, it's the park. Oh, okay. I already had that thought. Okay. Wait. No. How many bird stickers do we have, though? I don't remember where to look at that at. Well, then where do we go? Not there. Michiu? Back to Michiu? Or her house. I doubt anyone's still living here. Hmm? Oh, so you came here too. Who is it? What is it? Uh, could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? It's the cops. The end. Oh, okay. So then we get to see. Okay, we'll do Michio's house last. Oh, okay. I guess high school and then there. Bum bum. 9 a.m. Here we are, Komagata High School. Classes are suspended for the day, so students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Ideally, we could talk to someone who was involved in the incident. Easier said than done, though. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession, and of course, where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Oh, right, speaking of schools. What is it? You said paranormal affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us? A lot of people involved in the case lead back to this school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legitimacy of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. When do you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who can help us scout out the area. Me, I can. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Komagata High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. The school gate will stay locked while forensics inspect the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. 9 a.m. A perfectly reasonable time for students to be at school, and yet, I doubt this will be that simple. Helpless scout. Wait, I thought no, okay. Oh, okay. I just got close to his head. Oh, okay. Oop, wrong one. We go here to find Richter. And I drink some water. It seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone. So, the Shiraishi household. There is a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best that we didn't find her parents. Ario is checking the Shreishi house at the end of the road. This street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. Alright, I'll go check out the house. There he goes. It's quiet. This place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going. But it seems like everyone's decided to stay inside because of the recent incidents. Ooh. Oh, you're back? No luck, boss. No one home? Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. I glanced in the window, but there was no sign of activity inside either. And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Suspend? Oh, I could pause this. Not much we can do if they're not home. Let's go somewhere else for now. I guess, yeah, you cannot currently progress any farther. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. Oh, okay. You tell me? Resume. Wait. Dragon where? I guess resume, and we'll start. Here? Huh? So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you a Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Oh, yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms. Huh. So that's what it was? Okay. We did... Let's go back to the story chart. Okay. Resume. And I guess we'll resume from here? But what? Oh! No, wait. Do we go here? Wow. And so? Mio Kurusuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Okay. Oh. The end. Resume? Whoa. Okay, we're at the high school again, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Excuse me. A hiccup. Okay, well, no, let's go. Story chart. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Because this one... All of these ended, and I guess these two are suspended. And this is waiting for something to continue. What if? we save it here. To when I'm a little less tired. Let's save over this one. Oops. I just need to remember that 3. Oh, autosave also saved for me. Yes. Okay. Boop. Ah. I gotta do that. Boop, boop. Oh, wait. Here, I'll walk. Doop, 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 doop. I have no legs, but don't worry about that. They're somewhere. They're cut out of the picture. But let's see. Thank you. Thank you for coming and watching and hanging out. And I hope that you had a good time. And I hope that you'll continue to have a good time and a good rest of the day. And a good day, a good night, a good a good yes. Yeah. A good day. There we go. A good day, a good night. And let's raid. Let's raid Pert. Another calico cat. And I hope you have a fun time watching. Yeah. Bye bye.